Now, if there's one thing in this hobby that always gives me a giggle, it's generally how people like to talk about the possibility of getting their car onto one of these restoration TV shows. I mean, be honest. More than likely, at least more than once, you've thought, if I could just have one of these TV shows sweep in and restore my car, I could finally get it back on the road. And honestly, I really wish it was this Willy Wonka golden ticket of a situation when it happened. Back when I used to work in a hot rod shop in the 2007s to 2011 era, I used to work at a hot rod shop down in Old Town Orange, California. And so we would generally have at least two different staff members from two different shows regular our shop to get parts. I knew almost everybody who was anybody on the Boyd Coddington show. And I also knew a couple of people that worked with Chip Foose. In fact, the guy that ran our shop used to apprentice with Foose as a fabricator. So I got to hear all of the behind-the-scenes horrors that were going on with these shows. And I also got to hear a great deal of what was going on with the Jesse James show that was going on down in Long Beach. Now, I will say it has been quite a while since I was involved in any of that stuff, and things may have changed, but they generally change for the worse, not the better. In fact, I had an opportunity to have this truck restored by a TV show and ended up having to turn it down. And you're probably asking yourself, if you got that opportunity for that golden ticket, why exactly would you have turned it down? Well, there's actually one reality that they don't really cover in the shows, and that is that the TV show doesn't pay for the restoration on your project, and neither does the shop. Now, that's not to say that it's not going to be cheaper than it would be if you had just approached the shop and had your car restored, because there are opportunities for the shop to get sponsored items based on the fact that your car is going to be on TV. But someone in your family will be paying for that entire restoration. There's just a higher probability that some of the parts for that restoration will be donated by sponsors. But those won't entirely be free because you'll have to pay the tax on the value of those items. So in short, these shows are literally just using your restoration to make a TV show. You don't get anything out of it other than being on the TV show. It's actually almost unheard of that you actually get paid at all to be on one of these shows. Because after all, they're giving you the pleasure of being on their TV show. Fucking assholes.